Yes, good evening, everyone. So, shall we start?
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah. So, guys, we are having the further task related to the very important concept today. So, before moving further, I want to ask you one thing. Frankly, tell me, like, how many of you have completed the practice, or how many of you done with the previous task? Because that was very much important before moving further. So, anyone have any doubt? Okay, Rohit did very good, Rohit. So, anyone have any doubt? Please let me know because already we have started with the Android, and today we are going to actually pursue, we are going to do the task that is related to the heart of the Android. We are going to create the layouts and we are going to create the images, buttons, and the core controls. I'm today going to discuss about all these stuff. So, may I move further? And anyone want me to do that task on your system? So kindly let me know. I'll be doing that onto your system. Yes, Ganesh, any doubt? So any one of you, if want me to execute that task on your system, so kindly raise your hand. Otherwise, I'm opening my system. I'm sharing my system. May I share my system to explain you?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine, fine. It's better. Now, what I'm going to discuss today. Hope my screen is visible to you.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Visible, ma'am. Visible.
Okay. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to discuss about the layouts. What are the different layouts related to the Android, and how we can perform the task related to that Android layout. Now see, I'm having this Android project that is in Java. So I'm going to currently perform that project. Actually, this is the last activity that we will study. But currently, I'm going to make changes to this project, right? Because if I will try to open the new project right now, it may take 10 to 15 minutes and the time will waste. Although I will start creation of the new project at the back end, once it will be completed, we will shift to that project, right? So I want to have the Kotlin language, and for Lollipop version, I want to create that. And at backend, it's creating that project. Whatever the Gradle building controls are there, it will be shifting to this project. Now see, when you actually start a project now, so you will have the activity which is having nothing, or if it's having some sort of code like this, my project opened. See, let me close the previous one. Yeah, so it's Gradle is in syncing process. So let me move to the code part first till the Gradle will be built. Now see, in code part, some of the components are there. When I created the project in front of you, whatever the errors are there, once your Gradle build done, it will be resolved. That error will be resolved, right? My screen is visible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Visible.
ma'am.
Okay, okay. So see, now it's my habit that always the very first task that I did in the Android, control A to my design and remove every stuff. Because see, if I will not remove every stuff now, by default, Android is providing me the designing part a constraint layout. So firstly, let's understand what is the layout. See, whenever you are creating an activity, you need to specify how to arrange the components onto the activity, like serial order, one after the other, like vertically, like horizontally. Like for example, we are creating we are an architect and we are creating a map of our house. And in that case, we need to design where our lobby will be, where our kitchen will be, where our all the components will be, all the rooms will be, right? So similarly, I'm here in the Android application, will decide where to place all the components, where to place all the views, all the widgets, whatever the widgets we require to have in our activity. Now see, my activity loaded. Now in this activity, there is one constraint layout that specify. Constraint means that attach, it's bind to the previous component. Like if I want to have two components, so I need to bind constraint. There may be some constraints that I need to follow. Like for example, I'm saying like firstly teacher will speak, only then student will be speak, right? So in that case, I'm providing that constraint. Similarly, I'm saying firstly layout is there, then this view is there, only then after that view will be called, right? Now the first and foremost task, the simple thing that I do is remove all the stuff. I removed, the error is there. Now you may say, ma'am, I have read some tutorial or I have viewed something where the design part will be designed from here by drag and drop. Exactly. 90% of the student move to this design part. But trust me, if you will choose that design part now for your practice or for your designing, you will never ever understand your Android. Because somewhere something will stuck you. So what I'm going to do, the very first thing, I'm going to create the layout to decide how my components are going to be present onto the screen. I specify the linear layout. It is the simplest layout. I'm not saying that this layout will be the only one. No, we are having the relative layout, we are having the linear layout, we are having constraint layout, we are having grid view layout, we are having table layout, we are having several layouts. But the most easiest layout is the linear layout. What does linear layout specify? This linear layout specifies that my component will be placed one after the other. That is, once this component is arranged, then this component is arranged, like that, right? So one after the other, my components are going to be arranged in the activity, in the Android activity. So I will remove this layout width and layout height. So let me have width. I want to have the Android attribute, not the plain attribute, because I need to specify, okay, the layout will be there, but how much screen area it will capture. I'm saying match parent. The very first I'm saying match parent. Match parent means that whatever your screen width is there, you need to capture that width. After that, we are having one more component, that is height. Height also I'm saying match parent. Currently, look at the design part also. See, it moves down. That means even if your screen will have small dimension, it will move as per the requirement. If your screen will have more dimension, the great dimensions, then it will adjust as per the requirement. So whatever the simulator, whatever the emulator, or whatever the actual mobile you are using, your screen is going to be enlarged or shrink as per the requirement. Now, this XMLNS, this specifies that this is the Android APK resource. Okay, and I'm going to remove this closing tag because I want to close this tag here because I want to add some components to this linear layout. Right now, linear layout by default places components horizontally. Let me have the text view. What is a text view? Text view is a label. See, I'm having text view. Every component is having these two properties similar. What is the width of this component? I'm saying the width will be the match parent and the height will be the wrap content. So whatever the content size it will have, it will have as per that space. Now let me have the text here. I want to have the text here as hello world. See, now it consumes the complete screen width, but it consumes only the height as much that. If I want to have the width as the wrap content also, so see, as per the content, it wraps that. So whatever the size of the content, it wraps as per the content. Next, I'm having one more text view. I want to have one more text view. Again, I want to have the wrap content, and the text I want to have. This is Android sample, right? So I'm having this Android sample, right? Now see, look at the design part. Look at this. The component are placed one after the other horizontally. So whatever the components you want to place in linear layout, by default, it will place the components in a horizontal order. But I don't want to have this horizontal order. I want to have vertical order. That means I want to place this is Android sample after hello world in the next line. For that, what you need to do in your linear layout, you need to specify one property, that is orientation vertical. By default, your orientation of the linear layout, this property is only there in the linear layout. By default, the linear layout is having the property as orient horizontal. If you want to change it, you can change it as per the requirement. You can change it to the vertical as per the requirement. Right? So this is how I can arrange the components. Now let's have a look onto one more thing. I want to create an application. This is your activity of the today that you need to complete. I will start that activity, but you need to complete that activity. See, yeah, perfect. Now see, there are three activities of this Paytm app. The first activity, the second activity, and the third activity. This is the first activity, this is the second activity, and this is the third activity. And I want to create this in my project. This is your task. See, like if first activity is this, right? Now here, what's the components we are having? Look at this. Let me just see the more broader image of this component. I'm having, let me have this picture. Yeah. So now see, this picture is showing me that Paytm app. The first is the logo, that will be the application name that we are. The very first task is to create this horizontally. Dash, dash, dash. How to create this menu? That also is the part of the second last day activity. That means tomorrow. This how to create the text box, I will explain you. Then this button, right? So now, firstly, let's create all the stuff. I will create like this only. Your task is to create complete activity by today itself. Now let me create this. So as I told you that I don't like to create the layout from the existing layout, so I will always create the new layout. So I'm having linear layout. So I'm having linear layout as the width, as the match parent, and the let me lesser the zoom part so that you will be able to get how my activity is created. So this is match parent, and then I'm going to have this linear layout, right, like this, and accordingly, what I need to do. Firstly, I need to have a complete linear layout that I had already. Secondly, I need to have the layout, this one. Firstly, this is the blue part that is divided into two parts, one and two. Right or wrong? Right or wrong?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It's having two rows. One is blue part and one is white part. It is having two rows. And this blue part is bigger than the white part. I'm taking one linear layout of this blue part. Now, actually two linear layouts inside this I need to take for blue part and for white part. Okay. So for blue part, let me check, let me set the background as blue. Let me create the color blue. So previously we decided how to create the colors. So resource, then values, then colors, then color name equals to blue, and here we are creating hash, any random color I'm creating. This is the black sort of color, and let me change that color, and I want to have a blue color. Okay, this blue color I want to have. Okay, so I'm having this blue color, and let me move to this main layout, and I'm specifying color as the blue. So my blue color is set here, right? So my blue color is set here. Now it doesn't visible to me. Let's see why it is not visible to me. But let's firstly create the another linear layout, because two linear layouts are having blue color and other linear layout is having white color. So one linear layout is having blue color and the other linear layout is having white color. So let me duplicate this. So this is one linear layout and this is the other linear layout. Now you can see that this linear layout is just having this part only. And this linear layout is hardly consuming the same space and it's added also. Why so? Because I want that this linear layout needs to be placed after that linear layout. So for that, one thing I need to do, orientation as vertical. Problem solved, right? So problem solved. So this is the another linear layout and this is the another linear layout, but we are not able to see the difference. Now, I want to divide my screen into two parts. I want to divide my screen into two parts and one part is having more value rather than one part. So for that, we need to have one property. In the parent linear layout, just assign weight sum. How many parts you want to create? We want to create two, in which one part is having maximum and in which the other part is having small. So instead of creating two, I'm creating three. And here I'm saying this will take weight as 1 and this will take weight as 2, right? And I don't want to have the color as blue. Better?
Yes, ma'am.
As per that, you can change the color, whatever the color you want, even you want to change the color, background, whatever the thing. I'm just giving you one example. So we are changing the background color and we are creating the application, right? Now, okay. So this parent layout we have created. Now, in this, we are dividing with the two rows. Here are two rows in which first is this row and the second is this row. Okay. So this linear layout, we can have several components in one. So it's having one linear layout whose width is match parent and height is wrap content. And again, I'm having linear layout whose width is match parent and height is wrap content. And here I'm having its match parent, right? So now, but no difference again. Again, I want to have this because rows I need to create. I need to create two rows. One is this ATM row and one is these buttons row. Okay. So for that, when you want to create the rows, so orientation as vertical. So one it is and one it is. Again, I want that two parts will be created. So wait some. Let me move to the next line so that it will be more clear to you. So weights as 2. It doesn't mean that you will take only 2, 3. Just take the overall screen as the 100%. Even you can take the 100 and take the value as per that for the weights. So I'm having weight of this layout as 1 and the weight of this layout as 1. Right? So this is this layout. See, this layout and that layout. Two partitions are divided. Right? This is how we are nesting the components. It is not possible to have a complete look in the designing part. In the designing part, if we will try to drag and drop, sometimes somewhere maybe we commit mistake. Right? Now, inside this layout, I need to have three things. This menu that I will create tomorrow, but I will have any label here only. This text box and this image button. So let me have three things inside this. Inside this, three things. So inside this, we need to have three things. One is text view, one is the menu, and one is the button. Now, see this. Button and this button is consuming less space as compared to this button. Right or wrong? As compared to the text box, both the buttons are taking lesser space.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So that means that again we can take the linear layout here. See, linear layout in which width now I'm taking wrap content and height I'm taking match parent. Right? Because now I want to take the content as per the width. And here I want to arrange the components horizontally and I want to have the weight sum property with this above linear layout. So weight sum property I'm taking 4. Right? And here in the first linear layout, I'm having the weight property as 1. That is the button. In this linear layout property, in the second linear layout, I'm having the weight as 2 because I want to have a and the any. So let me move here. I need to have the menu inside this. So I need to have, let me have any menu, let me have any text view. Text view, I want to have the width as the match parent and height as the match parent. Okay. And I'm saying the text of this text view will be hello menu. Right? So I'm having this one. Now, after that, or I can have the width as the wrap content. I can have the width as the wrap content. Right? So as per that, my text, my component is arranged. Now in this, I need to have edit text. Edit text, I want to have the edit text width as the match parent and height as the match parent. right? The text box will be shown, right? And again, after that, I need to have inside this a button. So let me have the image. So we have image button. Image button, I want to have it as the match parent and height as the match parent. And let me have the image of this. So I am, so src, let me check the any image. So any image background you can take. If you want to take the specific image, you can draw that. Otherwise, I'm choosing this image. So see, this Android logo is applied to this. How my components are looking like. So here also with I'm having the match parent. This is how we are designing the components of the Android screen. Is it how we are actually executing the task? See, let me move to the design part. What is it? See, it's saying edit text is having error, image is having error. I'm saying ignore the image error. Don't require to have that. And edit text, why it is having error? Because I have not specified the text what it is presenting. Now it is simply a text box that is actually presenting the text. So this is how we are creating the linear layout. And the next way, we are having 4 buttons. So that means we need to create a linear layout which is having 4 buttons, and accordingly it is dividing this complete row into 4 parts. That means 4 linear layouts. I will divide this particular linear layout as a 4 linear layouts. And if you are going to confuse, so I would suggest you always close the layouts. Once your task is over, so close these. Otherwise, it will take issue for you. See, this is this part. And now I want to have this part. And inside this part, I want to create the further task, which is I need to firstly divide the list into the 4 parts. So here it's having weight property 1, and I can also apply the weight sum. Weight sum 4. This linear layout will be divided into 4 parts, and in which further I'm having the linear layout. So the linear layout, I'm having the match parent and the height as, and the I'm having height, sorry, this will be the wrap content, and height as the match parent, and weight I'm having 1. So see, this space for button 1 is created. Again, I need to copy this 1, 2, 3. See, my 4 button spaces are created.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, bete.
Ma'am, I couldn't understand how the button space are created, ma'am. Can you please explain it?
These spaces,
Yes, ma'am. The button spaces.
these are the button spaces, beta. Here we will apply the buttons.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I couldn't understand the code, ma'am. That
Sure, sure,
means
sure, sure.
yes, ma'am.
See, what I did is I created the layouts that are nesting, and as per that, I'm creating the spaces. Like if I'm creating the previous row. Firstly, for my whole screen, for my whole screen, I created a one linear layout that will
Yes,
be
ma'am.
storing the data. Then I divided my screen into 2 parts, the blue
Two
part
part
and the
and the
white part,
white part. Yes, ma'am.
right? After that, the blue part is dividing into 2 rows, the above and the second. Then I created 2 linear layouts, the complete linear layouts, right? See, it's divided into 2 rows. One is the Paytm, smiley
Paytm and
option
the
and menu.
Yes.
Yes, and these are the four buttons,
Oh,
right? So it divided into
yes.
two rows. Okay. So two rows, for two rows, I'm taking two linear layouts in the vertical orientation. Now, in the first row, first row is divided into three parts: menus, text box, and the smiley. So what I did, I divide the first row into three parts: menu, text view, and the smiley. I'm taking in a dummy image, right? Whatever the image you want to create, you can create. If you want to create the image now, so simply click on drawable, right click. This is the way to create the image asset. Right click, new.
Yes,
Let
ma'am.
me have the image asset or vector asset. Let me have the vector asset. So I want to create the clip art. I want to pick the clip art. Then whatever the clip art you are having, like smile, like phone, I want to have phone. So I want to have this phone image or this phone image. Okay, I want to change the color of this phone image. So whatever the color you want to have, you can have that color. And next, right? So I'm having this color, and as per that color, now what I'm going to do, finish. So my image is created, right? Phone. So now I want to change this image. So instead of this, I want to have the my phone icon is there. How's it? Like this we are going to create the images. The images path will be vector for the buttons, and inside these linear layouts I will be creating the buttons. So like first linear layout is this, and inside that I'm going to create. So let me have the button. That is button. I want to have it have the match parent, and the height the match parent, and the content of that button I want is like text. I want have is the UPI, right? I want the first button as the UPI, right? Again, now after this, I want to have the button inside this linear layout. So here I want to have the button with the text as the recharge. Now I created the button. Then again in this I'm creating any dummy picture. I'm creating pay image. So sorry, pay fees, right? And after that, I'm having the next part. The next part is again, I'm pasting that. I'm having that rent bike. See, my buttons are adjusted as per the requirements. See, four buttons are there. You can apply the image button, you can apply. So beauty is it depends upon you. I'm just telling you the layout, how we are carrying. You can see there are so many warnings here. I will explain everything, how to remove these kind of warnings. Now is it clear to you better? Who was asking?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah. So any doubt in this, please let me know, guys. If anyone have any doubt, please let me know. Further, okay. May I move? Now, the next part. I created up to this. Now you need to create this part, the whole of the thing. That how to create the app, how to create the buttons, how to create all the thing. Don't include the scroll bar, just include only this thing. If you don't want to use this app, you can use any other app. Try to create some design for GIET University. You want to create a notifier app for the student. You want to create a project sharing for the student. You want to create a note sharing to the students app. So whatever the app you think that it must be there in the department, so just create that app. So I would suggest if somebody will create the app for GIT University, even present the design, I will give him a gift. Because it's not a simple think we can create in this, because several other things are there. Later on, you can implement the QR, or later on, you can implement the other things, the barcode reader. This kind of thing I'm expecting from you. I hope you can create that easily. Because still, now look at one point also. If you are using linear layout now, you need to create these images like to mobile, to bank and self. And after that for text, you need to have the text views, and there should be two rows in this. Like first row is having the buttons and the second row is having the text corresponding to that button. This is the scenario. Like always whenever you are creating this task, either create, the best thing is to create the relative layout. Wherever the components you are placing, you are just getting that components from there. That is a relative layout. But I would suggest you to, if you are a beginner, then go for the linear layout, because it's the easiest layout that we can use to build our applications, that we can perform the task in an easier and efficient way, right? So this is the major thing that I want to discuss. And how to remove these warnings, let's discuss about that. See, it's saying nested weights. You are providing the nested weights. I'm saying I don't want to have, it's okay. The nested layout weights, it's okay. Then I'm having the other layout, missing base aligned attribute. Okay, so I've not aligned the attribute of this linear layout. So I've specified fix it, it automatically fix. Then hard coded text. Then again, I need to fix that hard coded text, right? So it will be removed. Then nested layout weights. So I'm just going to ignore this for now. Then missing input type. Input type is not there. So I want to provide the input type. Which kind of input type it's going to do. So it's not removing this error because I'm not right. It's having to do. So instead of to do, what kind of input you want to take? I want to give the input as a text. If you want to give the phone number, you can specify the input type as phone number, so that the dialer will open whenever you are entering the task. Okay, now my that is also removed. Now again, I need to move further. Autofills, I want to fix the autofills. Okay, it's removed. I want to remove the further part. Then I have image without content description. So if you want to give the contract description, you can take, otherwise you can just simply ignore that. Base aligned, I want to include that base aligned as false, right? And the unnecessary leaf layout. So there is no style and one layout. I think I have not present with the one linear layout, because the below I have not used that. They are saying it's of no use. Insufficient text color contrast, I'm saying ignore. I don't want to set the text color. Okay. So further, it's saying insufficient image contrast ratio. I don't want to give the image contrast ratio. So it's ignoring that. Then I'm having the hard coded text. Then I'm just ignoring that hard coded text. It's going to fix that, right? So whatever the task you are having, it's automating all the tasks that you need to do manually if you are using VS Code or something else. So if you guys, please let me know. If you guys are having any doubt, please let me know. It can be
Ma'am,
created easily. Yeah.
ma'am, so linear layout is simple, ma'am. Relative layout is complex, I think, ma'am.
Relative layout is complex. Your constraint layout is there. Your table layout is there. All the things
Yes,
different
ma'am.
things are there. If you want to have the
Yes, ma'am.
relative layout, so you can simply, you don't require to have this. See, in relative layout, you just need to write this layout width as the match parent and the height as the match parent, right? Like this. So, and here, although it's not difficult at all, if you are going to provide the components from here, then you need to think about the components once. See, whatever the components I'm placing, it's taking as per that. So I'm just specifying that this should come after this. I need to provide this linking. Otherwise, it will not. It means that I'm that this text view will come only after this text. So I'm just binding that. But if you are moving here, so nothing matter. You just need to provide that after which this component need to be placed. See, you need to specify here layout below. After this, you need to specify here layout below. This component will be placed below this component. You need to specify this only in the relative layout. If you are moving to the design part, you are performing that linking in easier way. Like for example, I'm having a button. So okay, I'm having a button and I want that this button to be placed after this. I need to drag this, and wherever I want to have, I can have that button. So this is the relative layout, and I want this button to be the center of the screen, so I can just bind that to the screen also.
Yes, ma'am.
So I need to bind that. So now I can place this button to anywhere, and it is as per the screen. See, now it's as per the screen, and if I want to bind it to the complete screen, so I can select the button and I can bind that to the screen wherever you want to bind. So now it's at the entire center of the screen. See, this is how I can perform the relative layout. So
Yes, ma'am.
now it's bound to this. If you are having the constraint layout, so you need to simply apply the constraint layout. It is the by default layout that is provided by the Android. I'm having the width as the match parent and height as the match parent, and that's all. See, nothing different. If I want to have the tabular layout, so I need to think about all the things related to the table. So I need to have a table layout, and again I need to have the width, height as the match parent, and again width as the match parent. And now after that I need to have this, sorry, then I need to close this, and inside that the only thing I need to do, I need to define the table row before starting the task. Inside this row, I can have any as many as component. If you want to move down vertically, then you need to create a row again. This is how you need to perform this in the table layout.
Yes, ma'am.
Like we are going to have a tabular like of structure. So anyone till now have any doubt? I would always suggest you to kindly go to the code. Don't go for drag and drop features directly. Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yeah.
and for different types of layout, means which layout do you think, ma'am, is the easier one, or we won't
Easier
get any
one,
conflict?
easier one is the linear layout, but used one is the relative layout.
Yes, ma'am.
For learning purpose, if you want to learn, then
Yes, ma'am.
I would suggest go for linear layout, because once it will set in your hands, you will not just hesitate from the code. But if you will from starting start from the linear layout, then you will found it easy that okay, only drag and drop and we just need to link is there, only that thing we need to require. So only that thing is there, so it would be easy for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Any other doubt? All doubts are clear? Okay. Now let's see how much components we cover. See, let me explain you one by one all the components. So the first is the text category. If I want to have the text view is a control which allow me to present the text onto my screen. After that, we are having the category of the text view. All these are the categories of the text view. This plain text, only the text I can expect, the numbers, whatever the things, only the strings will be entered in here. Password, if I want to hide the characters, I will have the password. If I want to have the passwords in the form of numeric, then the passwords numeric I will take. If I want to have the email, I want to have the email, because email is having this specific format that at the rate and dot, some characters or numbers followed by at the rate, then followed by some characters, then dot, then followed by some characters. Any doubt, beta? Yes, Shubham? Shubham? Yes, Shubham, you are having doubt. You raise the hand. Tell me, beta. I think by mistake he did. So now, in next part. Okay, it's okay, beta. Not an issue. After that, we are having the phone number. If you want to have the multi-line text, you can have the multi-line text. Like, let me apply that one. So instead of table layout, let me have the linear layout only. And I'm going to remove this. And I'm writing width as match parent and height as match parent, and I'm having orientation. Let me have the orientation as vertical, and after this I'm having this linear layout. So let's move to the designing part. I'm having the multi-line text, so it is capable to take the text in the multiple lines. Then if you want to have the date and time, so you can have the date and time. If you have the who have the only the numbers, you can have that. If you want to have the auto complete text, so you need to specify that it will have the phone number or something else, so it will show you the option. Now, after that, let me remove these two. We are having the buttons. So firstly, we are having the simplest button, that is the button, the normal button that we are having. Although we can set these buttons or whatever the thing, we can set the properties from here. But I would always suggest you, if you want to actually learn the Android, you should go there, not here. Image button, I have specified that what is the image button. We can apply the image button here, and we need to apply the source. Let me have the image button as this. So this is having the source, and as per that, I can click this button, right? And what is the id attribute? Every control is having the id attribute, which specifies, which uniquely identifies the control, and let the control be accessed from the code file, right? And further, this is the chip group. What is the chip group? Basically, if I want to have the chip buttons, right? See, what is the chip button? Like we usually write, na, we accept the notification, we accept the conditions. So this is like the chip button, like on and off, two values are there. Similarly, if you want to have a checkbox, you can have a simple checkbox, like either you can enable or disable the checkbox. So I don't want to have the checkbox inside the chip group. So from designing, how you need to drag and drop, select that and move it out from the layout. So it moved out. I want to have it after this. So it's after this. It's having this. I want to have this checkbox as text as BCA. So I'm having this BCA. And now why it is having, because this checkbox group is having height as the match parent. So I want to have the height as the wrap content. Okay. So it's having only the height as per the wrap content. So if you want, you are perfect from your coding part, then you can use here. Otherwise, if you are beginner, you are learner, then you need to have. And now, what is a radio button and radio group? Radio group is required because, let me have the radio buttons. If I will apply the radio group, and inside that I'm writing the radio button. Now let's suppose I'm having the gender radio button as male, and then I'm having a radio button that is as female, right? So two radio buttons I'm having. Now, out of these two, only one should be selected. Okay. After this, I want to have more radio button because I need to take the admission in a specific course, and out of as many as course, I need to select only one course, obviously. So I'm having the radio button and I'm having BTech. After that, I'm having BCA. Then I'm having MCA. Right? So I'm having these five buttons. But what will happen when I will show you the output out of male and female? I want that out of male and female, only one will be selected. And out of BTech, BCA, and MCA, only one will be selected. So that, but here, all the radio buttons are having same group, and all the radio buttons are will be selected only one. Like out of all these, either male, female, or either the course will be selected. But I want male or female and BTech, BC, or MCA, right? So for that, what I want to have the another radio group. Radio buttons group. And why this is I'm not showing, because this is having the width and the height as the match parent, and I want to have the width and height as the wrap content. So now, out of male and female, only one will be selected, and out of BTech, BCA, and MCA, only one will be selected. That is the purpose of radio button group. Group means to group the items so that you will be get the items as per the requirement, as per the specific specification. Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Guys, whenever you found anything difficult, please let me know, because we are here to learn. May I move? Okay. So now the further parts are we are having a toggle button. Toggle button means that it is a button, but it will change the state from on to off or on to off to on. See, initially the toggle button is there. I can, when once click it, it will change the text as on. And if I will on again, I will click that button, it will change the text as off. Toggle means it is changing the state from 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. We have studied about the toggle gate, right? Flip flop or toggle flip flop, which is going to toggle the states, that is 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. Similarly, we are having the toggle button that is changing the state from on to off or off to on. The same button is having this. Now I'm having a switch. If I want to have the switch, right, I accept the notification by providing the text. I'm having I accept the terms and conditions. See, now this will have this button and I want this button to be out from this radio group. Yeah, so now it's move out from the hierarchy. Now why it's not displaying? Because it is the match parent and I'm having the wrap content. See, now even the toggle button is the part of the radio group. I don't want to have this as the part of the radio group. So now it's moved out. So this is how we can control the task. Now the further next I want to share with you is the last for the today's session is the list box. So if you are not going to get confused, so please let me know. May I move further? That will be the last topic for this today's session. Yaar, ha or na, I think we can tell this thing to our teacher.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
I don't know about everyone else, but ma'am, it would be little bit confusing.
It would be little bit confusing for the spinner control.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so anyone else? Guys, may I move? It's
Yes,
the
ma'am.
last control only. Yes? Okay, that's great. So Rohit, try to understand. I'll make it very simple to understand.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Now, I want to remove all the stuff inside the linear layout. And what is the list box? List box is the basically a drop down list which is showing me the items and out of which I can select any item. Now, that list box is termed as spinner in Android. Spinner means it is actually rolling the items, and whenever I'll click onto the drop down list, it is going to show me the items. Now, there will be the several items in the list view. I mean, several items in the spinner. So, for that, I need to create the items. Let's move to the string part. And inside the resources, I need to create the string array because I want to have the several items. And I want to have the array as the countries, right? So after that, inside this country array, I want to have the item. The first item I'm having is the India. Then I'm having 4 to 5 items. So USA, UK, and again I'm having India, USA, UK. Let me have Austria, Europe. Let me have specific any dummy countries I'm taking, right? And I want to store the data and I want to show the data in my spinner, right? So I'm going to show that how to show the data in the spinner. Now, the first part I created is the string app. Now, let me have the spinner. Move to this code. I'm having spinner, right? And inside that spinner, I want to have the width as wrap content and height, width as match parent and height as wrap content, right? I'm creating the spinner. Now, I want to specify the entries from where my entries will be there. So entries will be from the string array, right? I need to specify the array countries. So see, my drop down list is created. This is how we can create the drop down list. Here I'm not having any emulator, so that's why it's not showing. Otherwise, if you can create that, you will see that it will show you the list of the items that are there, right? This is how we can create the spinner.
Ma'am,
This is the basic thing.
ma'am, can we give a ID, ma'am, ID attribute in spinner?
We will give that id sp1.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we can have. ID attribute will be the common for everyone. Like we need to give ID attribute of the every control, because otherwise I will not be able to access that ID from here. Like for example, I want to access that spinner from there to here. So I'm writing var sp1 spinner is equals to find view by ID r.id.sp1. Only then I can access that. Otherwise, I can't.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So this is how we can create the IDs. Now I want that whatever the items that are selected from the spinner, I want to show that item. Whatever the item you selected, India, UK, US, whatever the item you selected, whatever the country you selected from the spinner, I want to show that in the toast. What is a toast? Is that part clear? Previously I just told you what is the toast.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I want to show that item into the toast. So for that, what I need to do, I need to access the spinner from there to here. So what I'm going to create, I'm creating firstly the adapter. I'm having the adapter variable which will access to the array adapter. So what is the array adapter? Firstly, array adapter is basically a source, the content source from where I will get the array. Like we are having the array now. Similarly, we are having the array adapter. But this array adapter can be applied to any control, and from it, any control can access the data easily. So I want to access the resource from this dot r dot array dot countries. I want to get the access the resource from the array, and then android dot r dot layout dot simple list item. Now, what I'm saying whatever the item is there selected from the array countries, you need to take that item here in the adapter. Now, and how these items will be appeared as a list, these items will be appeared. Now, further, I need to have the task adapter dot set drop down view resource as the android dot r dot layout dot simple item. Again, I'm having this simple item one as the list to show the items, right? And once you set this, if you don't want to have the adapter view, so simply write sp1 dot adapter is equals to adapter. Now what I did, I'm saying how to set the appearance of your spinner. I'm assessing the spinner. Now I'm saying I'm creating a function fun. Fun is the keyword used to create the function. Get the values from the spinner. Why this error is there? Because I have not implemented that, but I press Alt and Enter. It automatically imported the view file. Now I want toast dot make text this comma sp this comma sp1 dot selected item selected item. Why this error is there? Because this sp1 is defined inside this. If you want to remove this error, just remove the initialization from here and write where late where sp1 sp spinner, and here remove the spinner, and here instead of this write late in it. What it means that I'm saying that I will initialize this spinner later on, where I have initialized this spinner here, right? And I want to make the text of the whatever the selected item is there, and I want to select the length of the toast, so long and it's the show. That's it. I'm having toast dot makes 10. So this is the this we are to make the text, and this is the text what is to be there, and this is the length that is to be there, and I'm just writing that, right? Why this error is there? Introduces the local variable. Now it's fine, right? Sometimes I need to get the local variable to have the task, right? So anyone have any doubt till now? So now whatever the item I will select, it will show here. Whatever the item I will select from the spinner, it will show the toast for the respective item. So till now, anyone have any doubt? Till now, anyone have any doubt? Yes, everybody. Till now, anyone have any doubt? No. Only Rohit does not have any doubt.
No, ma'am.
Okay, great. So now I'm going to stop here today. So I would
Ma'am,
suggest, huh?
ma'am, this spinner one, ma'am, when we typed so many countries name, so
Huh?
ma'am, if you want to specify one single one, like I want to specify Europe, so I can change it at any moment.
Yeah, you can change it any moment, even if you want to. This is the static spinner I have created. If you want to create the spinner as per the data entered in the database, actually we will never enter the values like this. This is not the correct one. I
Yes,
shown
ma'am.
you what is the spinner, but actually whenever you are creating the values inside the spinner now, you need to do one thing. You need to just create the database API, and from that database API you need to set the array adapter, and as per that array adapter you need to set the source of that spinner programmatically. We will
Ma'am,
hardly
this
use this
is
spinner.
not right.
Sorry.
Ma'am, this is not the right one.
This is right, but for the static input. If you want to
Yes,
go for the dynamic, then you need to go for that
string
database.
adapt.
Exactly. Because in
Yes,
that case, you need to create the adapter, and adapter you should create from the dynamic activity. And dynamicity, when it is there, it is the database. It is not possible to cover all the aspect in 1 week. Na? That's why I'm just creating this spinner in a simple way.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, so we
Even for
can create, ma'am,
huh?
dynamically also. We can create
Yeah.
dynamically also, ma'am.
Exactly, you can create dynamically. One thing you need to do, you just show me this. Let me show the screen. One thing you need to do is see. One thing you need to do is you need to here create the adapter from the database. Here I'm setting na, that this is the from where you will check the items, from where you will pick the items. So here I'm saying, don't pick the items from this. I will specify the name of this table that is stored in the database. Rest,
Yes,
all the
ma'am.
things will be fine. Here only I need to specify the name of the table from where, or also we need to specify the command select star from that particular table so that we will be able to get the array adapter from that.
Yes, ma'am.
So anyone have any doubt? Anyone else have any doubt? No one? So I would wait for you to send me the Paytm application design. If you send all the stuff related to that, and it is a must design. Either if you want to take 1 day, I'm giving you 1 day. On the last day, I will be announcing that who have sent me the assignments, because only tomorrow and day after tomorrow we are left with only 2 days, and we need to work hard for these 2 days. Tomorrow, I will be starting one menus and the tab layout and splash screen. And day after tomorrow, we will be discussing about the tic tac toe game by concluding the session. So tomorrow is a very important session because we are going to discuss about the how to create the WhatsApp. So anyone have any doubt? Please let me know. Okay, so shall we conclude right now here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah. So Sir,
Yeah, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
yeah, good evening, sir.
Hello.
Yes,
Ma'am, am I
sir.
audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. So
Yes.
today's session open, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Just tomorrow we will join exactly at another that 5:15 only, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and for day after tomorrow we will take a test call, na?
Yes, sir. Even I told them to create a file, like I have given them an activity to create the Paytm like structure. I
Yes,
told
ma'am.
them how to create that. So on final day, we will be announcing that whomsoever have created that or submitted that. And on the basis of that, the evaluation or the certification will be further provided, na, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Definitely, as per the suggestion only, I am going to follow it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Uh, yes, students. One thing I would like to mention over here that I'm trying to share the Google I mean the link with Drive Google Drive link with you all for the recording point of view. Okay. I hope that because some of the students may join a little bit late also, it may be helpful for them to appear the test because if you will not attend all the session means it may not be useful for your it may not be helpful for your that test point of view. So I will try to download it and share it in a different location, and I will share the Google Drive link with you all, which will be helpful for you all. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. We will meet you again on tomorrow evening, ma'am.
Thank you,
Namaste.
sir. Namaste, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, guys, students. And just I have shared the attendance sheet link with you in your chat box. Please have a look. It will be effect only another 15 minutes, so another 5 minutes. Some of the students list may not be there in the list. So if you will find your name is not there, just at the end there will be an option. You just type your name with roll number. For example, Ram Prasad Mahapatro 20 MBA 007, for example, like that. Okay. If your name is not there in the list, then do like that. Otherwise, it's okay. The link will be active another for another 5 minutes. It is almost 6.32. It will be active up to 6.38. Good.